Somewhere in your house, right now, your dog is doing something that proves how they really feel about you. You have probably already seen it today and had no idea what you were looking at. Not every dog does this. If yours does, it means something, and almost nobody knows what. So, if you have ever wondered where you actually stand with your dog, go ahead, hit subscribe right now. Because by the end of this, you're gonna know for sure. Most people think it's about the fancy food, the training classes, how many times a day you toss the ball around. Nah, not even close. And here's the wild part. Your dog's been showing you the real answer this whole time. Almost nobody ever catches it. This is not something they do for just anybody who walks through the door. It's saved for you. And odds are, you've probably already seen it today and had no idea what you were even looking at. Okay, let's get into it. 1. The belly up sleep. You walk past your dog mid-nap, and there they are, flat on their back, all four legs straight up in the air, belly wide open, completely out cold. Maybe a paw's twitching. Maybe they are snoring a little. You smile. Maybe you grab your phone for a picture. Maybe you just stand there for a second, because, honestly, it's kind of the cutest thing in the world. But here's the thing nobody tells you about that. That position, that's basically your dog handing you the keys to everything, saying, do whatever you want, I trust you completely. Think about it from where they're standing. Their belly's the one part of them with almost no protection at all. No thick fur. No real defense. Out in the wild, if a dog rolled over like that in front of another animal, that's not a nap. That's surrender. That's, I've got nothing left to protect myself with, and I'm choosing to be like this anyway, right here, next to you. People who've spent years studying how dogs bond with us found something really sweet here. Dogs only go fully limp and exposed like that around the specific people their brain has decided are completely safe. Same category a toddler puts their mom or dad in. Not the person who feeds me. Not the person who lives here. Safe. So that goofy upside-down nap they do next to you, that's not random. That's your dog's whole body saying the one thing they cannot say out loud. I'm safe here, with you. And there's one more thing on this list, coming up in a bit, that takes this even further. Something your dog probably does almost every day, and once you see it, you're never gonna unsee it. Stick around for that one. 2. The back turned. Okay, here's one that trips people up. Your dog curls up right next to you on the couch, but instead of facing you, they're facing the other way, watching the TV, the door, whatever's going on across the room. And maybe some small part of you thinks, huh, they'd rather look at that than me? It's actually the opposite. It might be one of the biggest compliments your dog has. Here's why. Your dog's back is the one spot they literally can't see. It's their blind spot. Out in the wild, turning your back on something means you're betting your life that nothing behind you is gonna get you. Dogs still carry that same exact instinct. They just don't bet it on predators anymore. They bet it on you. So when your dog turns their back to you and just relaxes completely, that's the same trust we just talked about, just showing up a different way. Your dog's putting their whole back on the line because some part of them already decided you've got it covered. The next one, though, this one might be the sneakiest on the whole list. Because at first, it doesn't even look like affection. Hey, if you are sitting here going, wait, my dog does that, go ahead and hit subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel reach more people who actually want to understand their dog instead of just guessing their whole life. 3. The paw of your show foot. You know this. You are on the couch, scrolling your phone, not paying attention to much of anything, and you feel this little weight land on your foot. You look down, paw, sometimes their whole head, just resting there, like it's always belonged. Nobody called them over. Nobody patted the floor. They just got up, walked over, and decided, yeah, I'm gonna rest part of me on part of you right now. For no reason at all. Not hungry. Not asking to go outside. Not trying to play. There's actually research on this, out of a lab that's pretty famous for studying the bond between dogs and the people they love. Same researchers behind that well-known study where dogs and their owners just stared into each other's eyes, and both of their bodies released this chemical called oxytocin. That's the same chemical your brain releases when you're holding a baby or hugging someone you really love. And it turns out that quiet little paw on your foot triggers the exact same thing, same chemical, same category as that long, soft eye contact. Your dog gets that same hit of "this feels safe" just from resting on your foot. So next time that little weight lands on you and you just leave it there, your dog noticed that. That mattered to them. And the next one looks like the total opposite of closeness. But stay with me, because it's really the same thing, just wearing a different outfit. 4. The spine press. This one's subtle, so pay attention. Your dog flops down next to you, but instead of curling towards you, facing you, they push their back straight into your leg or your side. Firm, like they are leaning their whole weight into you. Looks a little like the belly up thing from earlier. But it's not quite the same move. A lot of people who study this think it comes from how dogs used to rest in groups. Back to back, splitting up the job of keeping watch between two animals who trust each other enough to not even have to look at each other. One's covering this direction, one's covering that direction, and together they've got the whole room. Your dog is not doing that back press thing with just anybody in the house. There's a word for what that feeling against your leg actually means, and it's not being polite. It's belonging. 5. The contagious yawn. Alright, this is the one I promised you earlier. And honestly, it might be the wildest little thing your dog does without even realizing it. You're tired. You let out this big, dramatic yawn, and a few seconds later, your dog, lying right there, does the exact same thing. Big, stretchy yawn, right after yours. Most people just see that and go, "Ha, cute, copycat," and that's it. They move on. Except, it's not random at all. Researchers actually tested this. They had dogs watch their owner yawn and then watch a total stranger do the exact same motion, and the dogs caught the yawn from their owner way more. Like, a lot more. In one study, dogs caught it from their person 72% of the time. That's actually a higher rate than humans catch yawns from each other. And here's the detail that makes it even better. Scientists checked the dog's heart rates the whole time, just to make sure it wasn't some kind of stress thing. Totally steady, calm the whole way through. So this isn't nerves. This isn't anxiety. This is your dog's body, completely on autopilot, syncing up with yours. Because some part of them is locked onto you in a way they're just not locked onto strangers. Now, just to be honest with you, scientists don't all agree on exactly why this happens. Some think it's straight up empathy. Some think there's something simpler going on underneath it. But basically, everyone agrees on the one part that actually matters here. Dogs catch yawns from the people they're closest to, way more than from strangers. So that yawn back at you? That's your dog's whole nervous system quietly saying, "You and me, we're on the same wavelength," without either of you ever saying a word. If you've made it this far, do one more thing for me. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, because the next video gets into something even most professional trainers get wrong. So let's put it all together. Your dog sleeping belly up next to you, turning their back to you on the couch, putting a paw on your foot for no reason, pressing their spine into your leg, yawning right after you do, like clockwork. That's not 5 random little habits. That's not your dog just being a dog. That's a dog who made a decision about you a long time ago. One they don't make about everybody who walks through your door, and one they're quietly reminding you of every single day in the only language they actually have. If your dog does even one of these, tell me which one in the comments. I read every single one, and I genuinely love seeing which ones people recognize first. So yeah, if your dog does this stuff, congratulations. They already decided you're one of the good ones.